I have just completed a new book. It is called History and Culture of the Black Aboriginals of America. Yes, the Black Aboriginals of America. We have been taught a lie. We have been taught a lie that the only black people that ever existed in North America were descendants of African slaves. This is a lie. Very few sub-Saharan Africans came to North America during the Atlantic slave trade. As a result, the vast majority of foundational black Americans are of black Indian or Aboriginal descent. Europeans used divide and rule to dominate the foundational black American Aboriginals. The Caucasians published many books to describe the African and Red Indian races. In the pictures below, we can see that there are no difference between African and Aboriginal blacks, except for the feathers placed in an American Indian race's hair. They made a difference between both groups to steal the identity of the Aboriginal FBA, who they later identified as colored people. Yes, colored people. Aboriginal foundational black Americans suffer from amnesia. This amnesia has allowed Aboriginal foundational black Americans to forget about the history of their tribal nations because they became Christians or were enslaved and had no way to transmit their culture and history to their children. In these pictures, we see FBA Indians. Is this the identity and memory of Aboriginal foundational black Americans who lived on the East Coast and in the Midwest and in California, or a sign of wannabe Red Indian culture? The first examples of feathered Indian headdresses were of Aboriginal Indians, not Red Indians. This shows that the feathered headdress is a representation of Aboriginal FBA culture. The headgear was later adopted by the Oglala, Lakota, and Sioux. These are Mongoloid or Red Indians or Native Americans, not Aboriginal FBA. History and Culture of the Black Aboriginals of America is the first book to discuss the history of the Aboriginal Black or Negro people that inhabited North America for over 100,000 years. This book not only mentions the names of these Aboriginal tribes, it also outlines the culture and history of these Aboriginal foundational black Americans and their genetic background. The Paleo-Americans look like the blacks who lived in Europe over 10,000 years ago. Using archaeological evidence, history, and culture of the black Aboriginals of America make it clear that Paleo-Americans did not look like Red Indians who only arrived in the Americas 4,000 years ago. But you see that the Aboriginal black Americans, yes, these people were great. They were engineers, they were scientists, they were architects. They built beautiful monuments, And these monuments existed in North America. Yes, North America, not Mexico, but here. In addition, the reader will discover the technology the Aboriginal people created in North America, which indicates their unique technological achievements that match the civilization of Mesoamerica and Mexico. Sadly, the white settlers destroyed these monuments. Get your copy of History and Culture of the Black Aboriginals of America and learn the true history of the indigenous people of America who were the copper-colored black people.